Hey, what's up guys? Kevin Cage here with another crypto update. Hope everybody's doing well and let's get into it. Alright, here we go guys. Please stick around and watch all of this one. So first up, we have a massive partnership from Casper. This is going to lead to some other things I want to talk about for Casper, XRP, and HBAR if we have time. So first up, we have Casper Labs partnering with OpenXO, an exponential opportunity. This OpenXO organization is dedicated to transforming the world for a better future by helping individuals, organizations, and communities navigate the era of exponential technologies. OpenXO provides a framework for organizations seeking to become more agile, adaptive, and scalable by leveraging emerging technologies effectively, including artificial intelligence, robotics, biotechnology, and blockchain that will define the future of global commerce. They're excited to partner with forward-thinking organizations that are critical to ushering in the exponential economy, and Casper Labs perfectly matches that profile. A quote from the founder and chairman at OpenXO: "Blockchain's ultimate success will rest on its ability to evolve into a more accessible and customizable technology for mainstream users." And Casper Labs has made impressive strides in making this outcome a reality, and one that will deliver unprecedented value to exponential businesses. So Casper Labs and the Casper Association will be providing expertise to OpenXO's growing catalog of blockchain-focused training resources. We can see they're a preferred blockchain partner, and OpenXO's fast-growing community already counts more than 3,000 XO certified and 25,000 registered members among its worldwide ranks. So this is a global company, and their clientele includes P&G, we have Siemens Energy, we're going to touch more on this, please stick around. We have Black & Decker, even TD Ameritrade, which is huge, Boston Scientific, and Accenture, the massive digital transformation company that was also an investor of Ripple. So key highlights of this partnership: co-creation and marketing of events and programs together to raise mutual awareness in the enterprise space, joint creation of valuable enterprise blockchain training programs, and joint marketing efforts to raise awareness of Casper and OpenXO. Casper CEO says, "We welcome the opportunity to collaborate with OpenXO's impressive global network to realize these collective goals." There's also going to be a workshop launching Exponential Organizations 2.0 that will share the powerful XO model that created massive value and impact globally while powering companies like Uber, Airbnb, and Tesla. Now coming back here, we have some massive organizations. We're going to touch on Siemens. Now we know Siemens, the company, has a market cap of over 170 billion US dollars. My dad actually worked for them for over 20 years. However, we also have Siemens Energy. So this is a smaller company, but very important. Their market cap's approximately 20 billion. Now, what connections do we have to Siemens, one of the biggest companies in Europe? We can see Casper right here back in 2022. We're excited to announce the Siemens Tech for Sustainability initiative, calling all Casper developers to get involved with this hackathon. So you can already see some collaboration between Siemens and Casper. So what else is Siemens doing in the enterprise space? Are they even interested in blockchain? A while back, we did share about some connections related to Energy Web Token and Siemens. We've also highlighted some massive connections between Casper Labs and Energy Web Token. Earlier this year, we had Siemens issue the first digital bond on blockchain, a volume of over 60 million euros. This is well over 60 million US dollars. So we have Siemens as one of the first companies in Germany to issue a digital bond in accordance with Germany's Electronic Securities Act, worth 60 million. It has a maturity of 1 year and is underpinned by a public blockchain. For instance, it makes paper-based global certificates and central clearing unnecessary. What's more, the bond can be sold directly to investors without needing a bank to function as an intermediary or middleman. So this is one of the largest companies in Germany, and they're already working on bond tokenization. Now we have the X frontier right here. We have from Tobias Huber from Siemens: "Casper is well prepared for being a solution provider to large enterprises. Green blockchain, flexible deployment options, SOC 2 Type 1, and then SOC 2 Type 2 compliant is coming soon. There's all types of permissioned and even customizable account access and management of your keys that you can do on Casper." Remember that OpenXO emphasized Casper being fully customizable and accessible, and that being a very key selling point for enterprise adoption. And of course, the CEP 78 NFT standard.
Casper has really understood what enterprises and large corporates need. So they need transparency on blockchain emissions. They need kind of control over permission-based blockchains or private blockchains. And they need to tackle all the, let's say, compliance issues that you have in a large enterprise environment, just to mention anti-money laundering laws, export control and sanctions, whitelisting, KYC. And so on and so on. So therefore, I think Casper is well prepared for being a solution provider to large enterprises.
Alright, so that was from Siemens directly at Blockchain Hub Davos this year, and huge shout out to the X Frontier for sharing this clip. Next up, we have this partnership that could tie into a variety of sectors and almost be like the hub to get even more enterprise clients. So this is Quest Global, a global organization. They work in 17 countries with 56 global delivery centers, and they have 17,000 plus employees. Remember a while back, Quest Global to build new supply chain solutions on the Casper network. So they're focused on innovative supply chain models for customers across various industries. And Quest Global will enable its end customers to seamlessly build Web3 applications on the Casper network. Of course, this helps now with the Google Cloud and Amazon Web Services integration, and I believe those two alone account for 90% of all developers. We can also see here that Quest Global is working with Siemens to provide engineering services to all of its divisions worldwide. So who does Quest Global serve? We can see the aerospace and defense industry, the automotive industry, the energy sector, of course thinking Siemens Energy that was just announced. So they highlight these partnerships to basically emphasize Casper Labs is likely going to be working with them in a variety of industries. We can see healthcare and medical devices, we'll touch on that. We have high tech, we have rails and semiconductors. And remember, NASDAQ was highlighting Casper Labs, WiseKey, and SpaceX working together to launch the first NFT from space. We've shared this a few times, but for anybody new to Casper really quick, we have WiseKey and Casper Labs will revolutionize supply chain management. So when I see this, I'm thinking about Quest Global. I'm thinking about their integrations and partnerships with other global companies. I'm thinking of their, 56 delivery centers. And right here, how we are connecting IoT devices to satellites to track goods on the Casper blockchain. And data is stored on the Casper blockchain. For IoT devices worldwide, it's estimated to be 50 billion that are connected. So this is a big deal in terms of computation, every single type of event. Just like with Hedera Hashgraph's use case with Atma.io tracking 22 billion items, that's a big use case. I know it's just one and it's just starting off, but this gets very powerful for certain L1s that actually get this computation on the network. And ideally, with enough demand over time in more enterprise applications processing billions of transactions, just like Hedera's mainnet just surpassed 10 billion transactions overall. The idea is that long term, with more computation and more partners, this pushes price up in the value of said network. And now let's say that Casper hits $1 in the future and people say, hey, the fees are kind of expensive now because it's 1 Casper and transfers are 0.1 Casper, delegating, undelegating is 2.5 Casper. I don't want to spend $1 or I don't want to spend more than 10 cents for some of these transactions. What can I do? So in that case where Casper sees bigger adoption, the validators can get a proposal, they can get together and vote and lower the fees and actually lower the cost for transactions on the Casper network. So they're built to thrive and adapt as the network sees more and more adoption. It is future-proof. Just like the CEO says, the future is unwritten. There's a lot of other projects that launched and they're going to be stuck in their ways and cross their fingers over the next 3 to 5 years to get mainstream adoption and stay here. Casper is very versatile, it's modular architecture, I'm not worried about them being future-proof one bit. Next up, so looking at the XRP price chart, we're currently at 52.5, and looking at this recent post by Santiment, the XRP network, or the XRP ledger, I never say network, has had its second and third largest address activity spikes of all time these past 2 days. So this was posted about 4 days ago, and we can see a mild 4% decoupling has emerged between XRP and the altcoin pack. And if history repeats itself from the March 18th activity spike, it could be more. So let's take a look. So right here, these are the daily active addresses on the XRP ledger, and March 18th, the largest ever address activity spike. And during this time, when activity spiked, we can see the price surged 45% the following 10 days. So pretty cool to see that because we do have a huge spike right here. XRP was at 49 cents during this picture. We're at 52.5 today, so pretty interesting. And just looking at the XRP price chart, we're currently above the 500-day moving average. Now we can compare a variety of assets and leaders that I believe are leading this market, such as Injective, Render, and Fetch. And just drawing a fib on the daily, we can see right here we have backtested the 200-day MA, but let's remove these really quick. We can see from the 2021 high to its most recent low in June of 2022, we have retraced back up to the 11.8. Now something to note is that both Bitcoin and Ethereum have already hit the 236, and that is roughly around 68 cents if XRP were to do that. But we can see the XRP price chart still has a lot of resistance to get through in this whole area between 50 to 60 cents. Last time we got to as high as 58 cents during the March high, but rejected. So we'll see if we can break through. There's been a lot of resistance here on a multi-year basis all the way back to 2020. I would love to wake up this week and just see the RSI skyrocket into overbought and get a huge wave, as we shared with Santiment's analysis of XRP Ledger wallet activity being at an all-time high. And last time that did occur, it resulted in a 45% pump for XRP. You can see examples when we go into overbought and just the buying momentum is at an all-time high price. And even from there, when the RSI did pierce, I mean, XRP is moving during the bull run another 100% or so. We can see other examples where the move isn't as crazy, but there's still significant moves when we do pierce that level into overbought. Now, of course, it's overbought. That means momentum is at an all-time high, but it doesn't necessarily mean it has to reverse right now. This is when all of the fun can happen for a bull run, a huge retracement. When we get these huge pierces on the RSI or the momentum, this is when a lot of fun can happen. You can see this one all the way here, pierce to pierce, was a good 80, almost 90% move to the upside. Okay, let's finish up with some rapid fire news. So just to touch on the Casper patents with IPW, right here we have GM. Their market value is $40 billion. What's truly remarkable is their portfolio value. A recent valuation from SIAM reveals that GM's portfolio alone is over $13 billion, or 33% of its market value. So we're talking well over $10 billion. We shared Porsche's example. Basically, their intellectual property value, I think, was over their entire market capitalization, which is huge. So this is the type of tokenized value that is coming onto Casper's public network. This entire partnership with IPW, Casper, in tandem with the help of Hyperledger and IBM as well, this is all going to be tracked. We have 25 million patents left. And I can't emphasize this enough. They came out and said this is the largest enterprise deployment in crypto history. And a lot of people are sleeping on it because current price, I wholeheartedly believe there's going to be a lot of people that join the Casper bandwagon in the future. So right here, the HBAR Foundation, congratulations Hedera Ecosystem Builders, the DIFC courts, for achieving the UAE Empowerment Initiative of the Year at this year's, I'm not even going to try, GovTech Innovation Awards for their work at Tajori. So built on Hedera, and we can see below, this Tajori is the digital home for your legacy, enabling users to upload and secure vital documents. These can range from insurance contracts, title deeds, wills, and financial certificates to images and multimedia files that can be utilized by individuals globally. Leveraging Hedera, we have Tajori ensures the transmission of an entire portfolio to designated stakeholders or loved ones at key times such as a death. And access to all data is restricted to the vault holder and the listed intended recipients and guarantees zero-knowledge proof privacy. So you can learn more on their blog at hbarfoundation.org. And I just can't emphasize enough, I know we're in a bear market, it's been almost 2 years at this point, it sucks, but they are still building, and there's been over $400 million reinvested to build on Hedera for the future. We're at the point in the market or the overall cycle when a lot of people get frustrated, they get rid of legitimate projects and they go after meme coins. And it can work out, but long term you're going to get burned. So I'm much more interested in HBAR. That's not financial advice, but as you can see, reinvested over $400 million into their ecosystem. A lot of meme coins, a lot of projects that might not have full regulatory clarity are very risky in my opinion, especially when they're not tied to true adoption and use cases. The Hedera Council has some of the biggest companies in the space, IG, Google, IBM, Boeing, etc., and I think they have very strong connections for the future. We have Casper Network Vietnam sharing right here, Casper versus Solana. So just comparing Solana's all-time high per market cap, and Casper's price today would be roughly $6.48, which is a 135x from here. So I know a lot of people don't think there's going to be a lot of L1s to reach previous all-time high market caps that Cardano did, that Solana did, that Doge did. We're talking 70 billion all-time high, or for ADA, it was a $99 billion market cap all-time high. We have to remember there were alts in the top 10 that hit these crazy valuations last cycle bubble. We don't even have adoption at scale. We don't have mainstream adoption using applications on a daily basis. So my question is, what do you think utility can really do for this market? Also, a quick warning. So Binance users in France, Italy, Poland, and Spain will no longer be able to buy or sell 12 privacy tokens starting on June 26th. So this includes Monero, Zcash, Dash, and a few others. So remember, privacy tokens, they can't be taken away, but the on and off ramps can be stripped, and they can try to dampen liquidity and make it a lot more difficult for you and I to actually have access to them. So please be safe. This could result in a crazy privacy token pump, in my opinion, during a bull run, but you just never know. Because if they cut the on and off ramps and they don't let us buy it, there's lack of liquidity and they can affect price big time. Crypto.com joins the ranks of licensed payment institutions in Singapore as well. So Singapore, another friendly jurisdiction. We also have Deutsche Telekom, a global giant and the owner of T-Mobile. They sit on the Hyperledger Foundation with Casper, Ripple, and a variety of other crypto projects and companies. And we can see they join the ranks of Polygon validators. So very cool to see that. And in terms of global telecom giants, we have Deutsche Telekom, you have Vodafone, AT&T, Verizon. T-Mobile is owned by Deutsche. And I personally believe that a lot of these major telecom giants are already working on blockchain solutions. We know that Verizon shared a blockchain report that we touched on previously, and they presented side by side with Casper, I believe for 2 years in a row now. So things that make you go, We can speculate on future videos what I think some use cases could be on Casper network. We also have LG right here, their patent portfolio. Market stands at $15.7 billion. However, the recent valuation reveals an astounding worth of $33 billion, 212% of its market value. So LG is already working with Hedera on their council with smart TVs and Hedera NFTs. But this is intellectual property value, and IPW is a behemoth partnered with Casper. These global enterprises and Fortune 500s cannot be married to any single protocol. They need redundancy, they need backups, and it's likely they're going to be interoperable with a bunch. So if I ever share LG and someone says, oh, that's just HBAR, that's likely false because they're future-proofing in a variety of ways. I believe that HBAR is going to be a huge part of LG's ecosystem because they sit on the council, but a lot of global companies that we already see today, such as Google, has their hands in everybody's cookie jar. So there will be a lot of shared Fortune 500 customers amongst the top 100 crypto projects in the future. The future is multi-chain. We also have Coinbase Derivatives Exchange set to roll out Bitcoin and Ethereum futures. Ooh, more volume, more interest. We have CityPay.io added Tether USDT as a payment option for users in over 600 locations, including restaurants, shops, and hotels in the country of Georgia. We have XDC Network, its Japanese foothold via partnership with SBI subsidiary. We can see SBI VC trade. We know Casper was recently listed to another exchange, CoinDCX, based in India. Seems pretty big with over 500 plus crypto assets added. And last but not least, we have a big listing for Casper on Caleb and Brown. So I've been waiting nearly 2 years for this day to come. So I'm very happy with this. Likely, and not financial advice, a lot of the LPs and liquidity providers that this OTC broker uses are typically connected to a lot of the T1 exchanges like Coinbase, Binance, Kraken. So I am still thinking that we do get that Binance listing this year. Because during the bull run, when I saw Caleb and Brown list a new asset, a few weeks later, it was also added and listed on Binance. So that's my speculation. I'm excited for the day that we can get some Casper volume. You can use my affiliate link in the top of the YouTube video description as well as my link tree. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will catch you in the next one. If you enjoyed this video, I'd greatly appreciate if you could hit the like button, let me know your thoughts down below, and my link tree is linked in the top of this YouTube video description, with all links, crypto resources, and discounts. I'll catch you in the next one.